in conference. We have our coming down throw just about ready for the bottom of the first. Lavender steps in, batting .556. She has a good ERA too, so she is definitely a key player on the Lions. Dakota Palmer, I should say Dakota Ponder, on the mound for Quartz Hill. Pitch away. Infield crowding in on the corners. Straightaway deep and center. Pitch away. Lions and the Royals from Eastside High. You're watching it all on L28. Ponder to the plate. Swung on a miss. Chased it a little bit. Took low and away. Third base way up. First also inside the bag. Foul to the screen. Lions coming off of a heartbreak loss to Lancaster 16-15. Quartz Hill on a 2-game winning streak. Pitch to the plate, fouled away. Lavender protecting the plate. Lots of noise. I think that's coming primarily from the Quartz Hill dugout. Ponder to the plate. Lifted in the air. Who's going to get it? Catcher fighting the sun. Can't quite get there. Santiago had a heck of a time dealing with the sun. They'll do it again. Ponder back to the plate. Way high. Long at bat here. Just what you don't want in softball. It's so hard to throw strikes anyway. Ponder to the plate. Foul to the screen. Probably about 12 pitches so far. Ponder dueling it out with her other half, pitcher Haley Lavender. Fouled away. Wind blowing at a reasonable gale, if you will. Lavender waits. Here comes the pitch. Shows bunt. Lifts it toward right field, fighting the sunshine. Can she get there? Making. No, it dropped. Right fielder Terpstra fought it and fought it and fought it, but couldn't hold on, and Lavender goes to second. She almost made a backhand catch, couldn't quite bring it in. Lions in business now. Runner on second, nobody out. Yenestroza, the batter, shows bunt. Corners up. Pitch to the plate. High. Royals will play tomorrow against Emmanuel Christian. Pitch high and away. Lions will play Thursday against Antelope Valley High School. One on, nobody out, no score here. Bottom of the first. To the plate, sails it a little high. 3-0. Dakota to the plate. Just missed. I guess it wasn't 3-0 because Yenestroza is staying in the box. I believe that might make it 3-1. We'll take a look. 3-1. Home plate umpire Dave Candelaria. Pitch is swung on and missed. Count runs full. Good, high, hard one. Outfield straight away. Ponder to the plate. Swung on and missed. Got her swinging. Beth Jimenez, the batter. She gets on a lot, hitting .625 according to the Max Prep stats. She has 14 stolen bases and scored 25 runs. Inside corner. Jimenez was crowding the plate. It looked like it was inside to her, but she was right up on the plate, and it got the inside corner. Ponder working fast now to the plate. Got another one. Two good pitches. Julia Green on deck. Runner on second, one down. Must have been a foul tip. I thought it may have been missed altogether, but nobody ran, so that's a foul tip. Jimenez waits. Ponder to the plate. Little inside. Dakota Ponder trying to get out of a little jam. Man on second, one out. To the plate. Swung on and missed. Down she goes. Julia Green steps in. Lavender still at second base. Ponder to the plate. Little nubber to third. It's going to go foul. Hope you're enjoying the action. You're watching it on L28. Timeout for the moment. Robert Mina talks things over. Green gets ready. Ponder looks in to get a sign. Comes to the plate. Right down the pipe. Good pitch. Dakota to the plate. Fouled away. Once again, bottom of the first, no score. Lavender had a wind-blown double. Ponder to the plate. Lifted in the air. This should be playable. Fighting the sun and running over and making the catch is the shortstop, Kakal, to retire the side. Sharp looked like she was going to go for it. She was at a bad angle. Kanalia Kakal came over and made the catch, and that will retire the side at the end of one. No score. We go to the second, no score. Back to work, first pitch. No, it got the letters. Ponder, Sharp, and Terpstra. Grounded up the middle, handled nicely. Good play by Lavender. One down. It's a little tough on balls and strikes. The umpire seems very good, but he does delay when he raises his right hand, so it's hard to tell if he's called a strike or a ball. I'd say his calls have all been pretty darn good so far. We just have to wait a little bit. Sharp steps in. Fouled away off the plate. Lavender back to work. Sails it high.
They were stressed about the other people being in the classroom for literally 2 minutes.
Haley back to the plate. Lifted in the air to left. Could be a problem, but someone has the range and then fights the wind. Cuellar makes the play.
Yeah.
2 down. Terpstra checks in.
Let's go, B, right now, kid. A lot of confidence.
They call her B, Brooklyn Terpstra. First pitch off the plate, 1-0.
You, kid. Come on.
Outfield straight away. Pitch in the dirt. Quartz Hill is definitely winning the noise from the dugout battle. We've got no score here in the top of the second. Pitch high. Right down the pipe. 2-1. Garcia on deck. Little high. Terpstra aboard with the walk. Garcia steps in. She's the left fielder. Shows bunt. Corners in. Nice bunt, but right there making the play. Flipping across and getting her. Salas, who was playing very shallow to begin with, she jumped on it, made the play, and that retires the side. That will do it in the top of the second. No runs, still no score as we go to the bottom of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Sadie Morgan steps in. Ponder back to work. Right down the pipe.
So, as far as the chair goes, Mom? She's got it, yes. No, the only place you can put it that you can see it this way?
Outfield straightaway fairly deep in center.
Just past the wood.
Swung on and missed.
Have the worst setup.
Morgan in the hole.
This is the only, but if you went out one, you can't see the battery weight.
Ponder to the plate. Fouled right back at us. Nice to have a nice strong screen for protection. In our last game, we actually had our camera mounted on the chain link fence. This time we have it set back a little bit. Save the camera, save the shot. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, there we go.
At the letters. Inside corner. Tough pitch to deal with. Down goes Morgan. Cuellar, the batter. Adrina plays left field. Ponder to the plate, shows bunt in the air to the screen. Eastside had a double in the first, but stranded Lavender. Ponder and Lavender. Two solid pitchers. Ponder to the plate, swung on and missed. High hard one. Luna on deck. Ponder to the plate. Inside. Royals and the Lions. Number 2 and number 3. Pitch just low. Ponder back to work. Low again. I believe that runs the count full. We'll soon find out. Ponder to the plate, inside, and it's a walk. One out walk to Cuellar. Jayla Luna steps in. Outfield fairly deep, especially in center. Bunted in the air to the screen. Once again, Sharp at third, Kikal at short. Medina at second, Christensen the first baseman. Santiago behind the plate. Dakota Ponder to the plate. Right down the pipe. Luna was going to bunt, but she pulled the bat back. But it was called a strike anyway. Jayla in a hole. Ponder to the plate. Swung on a miss, and down she goes. 2 down. I believe that's 4 strikeouts for Ponder. Leilani Garcia steps in. Swung on a miss. Runner's going to second and is going to make it. Stolen base. Cuellar nab second. Not a bad idea with 2 outs. Ponder to the plate. Inside. Salas on deck. Lavender in the hole. No score, bottom of the second. Pitch low. Dakota to the plate. Foul back. Garcia waits. Swung on and missed, and that does it. Strikes out the side. At the end of 2, no score. We go to the third, no score. Pitcher's duel. Lavender and Ponder. Santiago leads it off. First pitch high, off speed. Zoe Santiago batting .514. Lavender pulled a string on that pitch. High again. Outfield straightaway and deep. Lavender to the plate. High again, ball 3. Medina on deck. Bluff bunt takes a strike, 3-1. Lavender to the plate. High and inside. Santiago aboard. With nobody out, I'm sure the corners will be up in anticipation of a bunt. I think we have a pinch runner. Can't quite make out the number. I think the runner is Sandberg's Igo, Brooklyn. Lavender to the plate. Just misses. Lavender to the plate, sails it high. No score, we're in the top of the third. Women's softball from Eastside High School. Lavender to the plate, sails it high again, throw to first, not in time. Lavender to the plate. Little high. Medina aboard, first and second, nobody out. 2 walks to open up the third. Infield, even at the corners, a little back everywhere else. First pitch right down the pipe. Person's going to third to throw underneath the tag. The throw is a little to the left. Both runners moving up second and third now. Nobody out. At least Lavender got the strike. 0-1. Just missed away. Kikal the batter. Pitch sails high. Haley to the plate. In the dirt. Dug out nicely by Green. Salas at third. Jimenez playing short. Garcia at second. Morgan's the first baseman. Second and third. Pitch lifted foul and out of play. Just missed the L28 truck. Lavender to the plate. Grounded to the hole and into left field for a base hit. 1 run scores for sure. They'll hold the runner at third. Santiago scores. Medina takes third. Kikal at first. Should be interesting. First and third, nobody out. Kikal probably is a candidate to make some noise at first base. We'll see how the infield plays it. She goes. She takes second easily. Second and third, 1 run in, still nobody out. Lopez the batter. Lopez grounded back to the pitcher, handled by Lavender in the first. That was the second out in the first inning. Lavender to the plate. Line drive, base hit into center field, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Runner scores. Double by Lopez. Both Medina and Kikal score. That makes it 3-0. It's only 2-0. One of the runners was called out for stepping off the base, so we only have a 2-0 game. I thought there were 3, but we had an out recorded for leaving early, in essence. Henry, our unofficial scorer, has corrected me, and again, it's 2-0. Hit up the alley again. All the way to the wall. Another run will score. Coming to second, and oh, they almost have her. No, just beats the throw at second base. Christensen with a double. Lavender back to the plate. Grounded to short. Big hop. Fires across and gets her. Good play. Beth Jimenez at short had a bounding ball, handled it very nicely, just got the throw off in time. That's 2 down. Lavender to the plate, misses low. Sharp the batter. Lavender back to the plate again. Down the left field line, could be trouble. Moving over the one, making the running catch in left field is Cuellar, and that will do it. According to my unofficial score, I have it 3-0. We'll converse with our crew, but a runner was called out at first. At the end of 2.5, 3-0 Quartz Hill. We go to the bottom of the third. Ponder back to work. First pitch, low. Ponder comes back, sails it high. 3 runs for Quartz Hill. Could have been 4, but a runner left base early. That was a huge out. Fairly big inning anyway with 3. Ponder to the plate. Misses. Jamie Salas is the batter. Fouled away. Ponder has 4 strikeouts. Dakota to the plate. Swung on and missed. High, hard one. Down she goes. It was out of the strike zone. Hard to tell when the ball's coming from underneath like that. Lavender, the batter, tries to help herself now, trailing by 3. Outfield a little deeper. Right fielder hugging the line. First pitch, away. Enestrosa on deck. Ponder to the plate. Got the corner. Off-speed pitch. Lavender froze. Dakota to the plate. Fouled up to the screen right above us. Enestrosa on deck. Jimenez in the hole. We're in the third, 3-0 Quartz Hill. Lions trying to answer. Showing bunt. High and away. Eastside has chased a lot of high pitches. Lavender not on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shows bunt. Ground ball to second. Handled there nicely. Leanna Medina takes care of business. 2 down. Enestrosa, the batter. Batting .600. Outfield straightaway. Right in there. 0-1. You're watching women's softball on L28. Pitch high. Just missed. Must have been inside. To the plate. Missed again. Enestrosa shows bunt. To the plate. Outside corner. I believe that's full count now. Enestrosa, the batter. Jimenez on deck. Green in the hole. Ponder to the plate. High and away. Enestrosa fights for the walk. 1 on, 2 outs. Beth Jimenez batting .625, 14 stolen bases, and 25 runs scored. So she's been a thorn in the side of most pitchers she's faced. Dakota Palmer, I should say Dakota Ponder, with a shutout so far. First pitch sails high. Dakota to the plate. Just inside. Outfield straightaway, fairly deep to center. In the dirt to the backstop. Enestrosa takes second. Sharp up at third base. Pitch low again. First and second now. Green will step in. They're going to talk things over. Special thanks to both squads and their support staff. Rosa Paez, scorekeeper for Eastside, helped me get things ready for the game today. Maddie Davidson, the team manager. And the coaches, Eric Price, Herman Mena, Robert Drennan, Kathy Kavanaugh, and Jesse Jaramillo. Very hospitable as we got ready for the game. We're in the bottom of the third, 3-0 Quartz Hill. Eastside trying to answer with runners at first and second. Ponder getting ready to go back to work. Facing Julia Green. To the plate. Inside. Ponder's been right around the plate, just missing by a little. So hard to throw strikes in softball. Inside corner. 1-1. Sadie Morgan on deck. Ponder has a sign to the plate. Sails it high. Line drive off the third baseman's glove, and it's going to be an infield single. Nice line drive. Sharp couldn't quite get it. Bases are loaded.
All right, Riley, shake it off, kid.
Perfectly placed line drive. And now Sadie Morgan steps in. Sadie struck out in the second. Bases loaded now. Big opportunity for Eastside. Ponder to the plate. High. Cuellar on deck. 1-0 pitch. Inside corner, 1-1. Infield up at first and third. At the knees, tough pitch to deal with. 1-2. Morgan in the hole, bases loaded. Dakota to the plate. Way high. Oh, it hit her. That's going to get a run home. Big break on a 1-2 pitch. That makes it 3-1. Cuellar the batter. Cuellar drew a walk, and she's a very small player, so you got to think there's going to be a take sign to make sure that Ponder can throw a strike or two. We'll see. Adrina, the left fielder. Ponder to the plate. Bunted. They go to first and get her. Surprise bunt with the bases loaded. Handled nicely, and that will do it for Eastside. They do get a run. Inestrosa was able to score on the hit by pitch play at the end of 3-1. Who's your player, Henry? Julissa? Okay. Where's Julissa play? What field? Center field? Oh, I thought I have Jordan. Oh, for Quartz Hill. Okay, I'm sorry, Quartz Hill. Okay, I got it, Julissa. We go to the fourth. Right back to work. End of the backstop. Ball 1.
Yeah, my one behind her is coming Eastside next year, so I have one in Quartz Hill, one in Eastside.
Haley Lavender on the mound. Just misses. No, got it. At the letters. Delayed hand from the umpire. Haley again. Way high. Riley Sharp, the batter, fouls it off. That's actually Terpstra. Brooklyn is the batter. Lavender to the plate. Just missed high, not by much. It was close. Lavender to the plate. Grounded to short sharply. Nice dig out there. Throwing across and getting her. Beth Jimenez right on that play. Well hit ball. One down. Jimenez has had two really tough chances. The first one was a little more of a bounder. That was just a straight, hard grounder. She handled it well. Pitch is fouled away. Just behind us, close to a car. Some people here have not learned that you shouldn't park your car really close to home plate. Just missed. Hit the left field and deep. This is going to be over the head, I think. No. Oh, and unable to handle it in left field is Cuellar. The wind had it. It looked like it was going to go a lot further. Then it died. Cuellar couldn't handle it. Garcia aboard. Santiago will step in. Lavender has a sign. Back to the plate. Way high. Garcia looking like she wants to run. Of course, it's tough beating the throw of third base. Much shorter throw for the catcher. Lavender to the plate. Grounded to third. Big hop there. Throwing across and getting her for the second out. On the play, Garcia goes to third. Good infield play by Eastside so far. First pitch, just a little bit high. No, it's a strike. Medina the batter. Lavender to the plate again. Missed high and away. 1 on, 2 outs. Cacao on deck. Outfield shaded a little bit toward right. Pitches hit to left field fairly deep. This ball is going to be over the head and going to the wall. A run's going to score, and we've got a stand-up double. Medina ropes it, gets the RBI. Garcia scores on the play. That makes it 4-1. Cacao the batter. Grounded sharply to third. Unable to make the play. Possible throw at third. They got her. They couldn't get the runner at first.
Hey, we gotta be smarter than that. Let's go.
But the throw from Morgan to third to Salas retires the side.
Got good hitters on deck. Let's go.
1 run is across for Quartz Hill.
Come on.
At the end of 3.5, 4-1 Quartz Hill. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth after this timeout. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bunt to third. Handling the ball nicely. Making the throw to the second baseman. Nice work. Sharp was way inside. Medina cut across and covered first, one down. Ponder back to work with one down. Way high. Lavender to the plate again, misses high. Back to the plate, swung on and missed. High hard one. Dakota Ponder on the mound for Quartz Hill. Foul to the screen. The batter is 35, who I don't have on our roster for Eastside. Ponder to the plate. Grounded to second. Handled there nicely. Medina makes the play, 2 outs. Salas the batter. Foul to the screen. Salas struck out in the third. Off-speed pitch hit the center and deep. Inner tracks, moving a little bit to her right and making the catch is Julissa Lopez, and that will do it for Eastside. Good defense again. At the end of 4, score remains 4-1 Quartz Hill. We go to the 5th. Jalissa Lopez, the batter, she scored a run in the third. Haley Lavender back to work. Outfield straight away. Haley to the plate. Hit to center. Well hit and over the head of the center fielder and beyond the fence. We got a home run. Jalissa Lopez got it all. I thought the outfield was playing too deep. She's not a big girl, and she whacked it, and it carried over the fence for a home run. That makes it 5-1. Jalissa Lopez with the dinger. Pitch fouled away down the right field line. Christensen's the batter. Under to the plate. High and away. Christensen grounded out in the first, was stranded at second base in the third, batting here in the fifth. Robert Mena talks things over with his squad on the mound. 5-1 in the fifth. Softball action from Eastside High School, Quartz Hill and Eastside. Don't forget the Poppy Festival, April 17th through the 19th, Friday through Sunday, at the fairgrounds. Live entertainment, rides, food, animal exhibits, and much more. The Poppy Festival at the fairgrounds. Christensen the batter. Kylie waits. Lavender to the plate. Grounded to short. Nice play. Dug out nicely. The throw across. Gets her. Beth Jimenez. Little vacuum cleaner out at shortstop. One down. In softball, you have to play so shallow in order to have a chance to get the runners out. So sometimes you get no love on how hard they come at you. First pitch in the dirt. Jimenez has fielded everything cleanly. We're in the fifth. One run in on the home run by Lopez. Lavender to the plate. Fouled away. Outfield straight away and deep. Pitch in the dirt. Number 2, Quartz Hill. Half game behind Highland. A game ahead of Eastside. Lavender to the plate. Line drive, foul down the right field line. This reminder, coming up after the game, our own Angel Stephenson will have post-game interviews. Generally, we try to interview the home team, so I believe our interview will be with Eastside. Shout out after the game. Lavender plate, sails it high. Lavender to the plate. Lifted toward right field. Racing over and making the catch in left field is Jayla Luna. She had a better angle. The sun is over them in right field. Making the backhand catch at least alleviated a little bit of the sunshine problem. She handled very nice. 2 down. Lavender to the plate. Misses low. Sharp the batter. High fly to left field, her first at bat. Ground ball to third. Nice backhand play. A long throw gets her nicely. Jamie Salas made the play. 1 run across for Quartz Hill. The home run by Lopez at the end of 4 1/2, 5-1. Quartz Hill, Eastside coming up in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 5-1. Top. Part of the is away. Lavender the batter. Himself here. Both pick into the bottom of the 5th. Lifted in the air, foul and out of play. Behind us to the left. Enestrosa on deck. Fouled away again, almost his place. That's brutal on the hit cement direct. Lavender in a hole. Outfield straight away. Ponder to the plate. Foul right back to the screen. Dakota Ponder. Haley Lavender. Sharp up at third. Lavender showing bunt. Highway. 2 strikes. She's probably going to bunt, but it's designed to mess up the timing of the pitcher. 2 strikes. Shows bunt again. Ponder the plate. High and away. Count runs full. Ponder to the plate. Lifted in the air down the right field line. We can't really see really well. Going down into the corner. Foul ball. Our view is obstructed down the right field line, so we have to take it on crowd noise and the reaction of the players. It was a foul ball. Lavender steps back in. Outfield really deep now for Lavender. Line drive, base hit into right field. Lavender aboard. Big opportunity for Eastside, the heart of their order. They trail by 4. If they want to get back in this thing, they really need to score now. Jordan Yenestroza.
What's he saying?
Ponder to the plate. Low and away. Jimenez on deck. Lavender takes her lead. Rounded up the middle. She won. Back to first. I think they got 2. A double play.
Great job, ladies. Good play.
6-4-3 double play. 2 down, and Jimenez steps in. The umpire's talking. It looks like they're going to give first base. No. They've been counseling Yenestroza about being careful about how she takes first base. For a moment, it looked like they were going to give her first base. She was standing there. Two outs, nobody on. Jimenez takes a strike. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Jimenez in the hole. Part of the plate. Got her swing. Started off promising with the first batter, but the double play out in the 5th through 5-1. Quartz Hill on top. After this, I'm out. We go to the 6th, 5-1. We're on top. I'm into the big ground ball toward second. And there, go first. Got her. Green the batter. Santiago's spot is on deck. Swung on a miss. Lavender will be throwing better now. She's throwing poorly, but she seems to have good stuff. Pitch is lifted in the air. Giving away to the second baseman is Garcia, makes the play. 2 down. The batter. Nobody outs. Lavender to the plate. Misses away. After the game, we will have post-game interviews. Angel Stephenson will have probably the coach and one of the players at home for Eastside will be interviewing them, regardless of the score. Lavender to the plate. Headed toward right center. Beyond the center fielder, all the way to the wall. Stand-up double. Santiago. Nestro couldn't chase it down. Luna. Medina batter. Grounded up the middle, off the glove, and into center field. Lavender couldn't handle it. Score. Hit. Lavender shot was hard. Single up the middle. That makes it 1. Santiago coming home. Medina at first. Could call the batter. Lavender to the plate. Swung on and missed. It gets by. And Medina takes second. No, it was fouled. Call waits. Lavender to the way high. Cordell, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth.
Yeah.
1 here in the sixth. Haley to the plate. Inside corner. Lopez on deck. And of course, she hit that bomb to dead center for the homer. Pitch in the dirt. Runner goes to second and has it. Medina on swing pitching. Outfield fairly deep pitch. Swung on, foul to screen. You're watching women's softball from Eastside. That, of course, Angel in. Jensen winner. Fine win. Swung missed. Lopez. 1 on a bomb to center field. Line drive up the alley. It's going. She got another one. Going to get twice most likely. Kicks and stand up 2 run cross. That unofficial count. Fouled off. It's in the batter. Christensen, the first baseman. Grounded. Plates. Take her lead. If you want to that, they're going to send her the puck, and she's going to make. Yes, we need to make her game start to ponder. Don't have an official that makes it on. Line to alley. Yeah. Under the double. 2 down, 4 across. Pitch misses low. Haley to the plate, misses low again. Runner's going to try to score. And they got her at the plate. Nice recovery by Green. Green retrieved the ball off the backstop and just did beat the runner to the plate. Some of the fans disagree with that call. We're blocked by the backstop, but we really can't see the tag because we've got a big purple obstruction. That will do it. 4 runs across, though, for Quartz Hill. Once again, Lopez with 2 more RBIs. The score at the end of 5.5. Quartz Hill 9, Eastside 1. We'll be back after this timeout. We go to the bottom of the sixth. 9-1, Quartz Hill.
Pitchers will mess you up.
Green, Morgan, and Cuellar against Dakota Ponder. Dakota to the plate. Fouled away. Offer. Fighting for the top of Golden League action. The Royals will play tomorrow a non-conference game against Emmanuel Christian. The Lions will play Antelope Valley High School on Thursday. L28 will be covering the Desert Christian Vasquez game on Monday, April 13th. Pitch inside. Green singled in the third. Pitch high. Morgan on deck. Outfield straightaway. High again. Dakota Ponder in control. Unofficially, I have her with 7 strikeouts. Ponder to the plate. High and inside. Eastside has a runner. Trailing by 8, obviously, Eastside would need a lot of cooperation to get back in this thing. A walk, not a bad way to start. Ponder has pitched out of trouble when she's been in it. Good fastball for a strike. Wind blowing a little stronger at the moment. We're in the Lions' den. The Royals, though, on top, 9-1. Base hit into right field. They're going to send the runner to third. Why not? In there with a slide. First and third, nobody out there in business. First and third, nobody out. Cuellar, the batter. She drew a walk in the second. Outfield straightaway shallow. Ponder to the plate. Bunted. You're going to get a run to score, I do believe. Throw is high. Nice sacrifice. Green scores. Morgan goes to third. Cuellar retired. That makes it 9-2. Luna, the batter. Another bunt, foul this time, off to the right. Sadie Morgan at third base. 1 run across. Quartz Hill on top, 9-2 here in the 6th. Another bunt, foul. With only 1 out, trying to get another one across, not a bad idea, although they've only got 4 outs to work with. 2 outs more here in the 6th than the 7th. Ponder's pitch, high and tight. Ponder working Luna. And away. Dakota to the plate. High again. Into the batter, Garcia on deck. Swung on and missed. High hard one. Probably a little bit out of the strike zone. 2 down. Dakota has a pitch that starts in the strike zone and it goes just a little bit out. Hard to handle. She gets the K. 2 down. Pitch high.
I'm like, don't bother the chairs. I'm like, no, I need those chairs.
Garcia, the batter. Good pitch. This is actually Garcia. for Quartz Hill.
No, people that run, that's a different kind of brain.
That's when I realized you could run past the team.
Early. She's in Terpstra's spot. Out in front of it again in a hole.
Hey, I guess. No, I'm probably gonna die. I'm like, how far is that? That's real far.
Peralta waits and misses. Strike 3.
That's all right.
2 down in the 7th. Garcia, the batter. She scored a run.
434, I think, for a mile.
Lavender to the plate. Lifted in the air. Fighting the sunshine. Now moving in and making the catch in center field to retire the side is Inestro. 3 up, 3 down. That will do it for Quartz Hill. In the top of the 7th, they lead going into the bottom of the 7th, 9-2 over the Lions.
Yeah, your body acclimated.
Yeah, that's it. I just like, everybody's like, how'd you get good at running? I was like, I think you get good at it. You just do it.
I don't know, we see some of these kids and they are naturally just out there.
No, yeah.
Freakishly running, and I'm like, whoa. Our kids look like they're trying.
We go to the bottom of the 7th.
Different kind of extracurricular. One of our kids runs at Santa Cruz.
9-2, Quartz Hill on top. Salas will lead it off, followed by Lavender and Inestro. I should say Yenestroza. First pitch, grounded weakly towards second. Play at first, just in time. Nicely done by Medina. 1 down. Lavender will step in. She's been on base twice. Singled in her last at-bat in the 5th. All the way pitching. Dakota Ponder misses low and away. Haley waits. Swung on and missed. A little late on that. 1-1.
Like, it's so competitive. It starts being
Outfield straight away and deep. Low and away. Two balls, 1 strike.
friendly little game of, you know, one
Just missed away. Lavender waits to the plate. chased and missed. She strikes out and is going to try to beat the throw to first. The throw is not in time. It goes over the head of the first baseman. Lavender aboard. A swinging strikeout. Ponder gets credit for the K. Lavender takes first. Enestrosa, the batter. Jordan, the center fielder. Ponder to the plate. Good pitch. Dakota to the plate. Outside corner. In and out. Tough situation. Enestrosa now has to protect the plate. Dakota to the plate. Foul to the screen. Outfield straightaway fairly deep. Enestrosa batting .600. Dakota to the plate. Inside. Ponder has pitched well, only given up 2 runs. Has a 7-run lead here to work with in the bottom of the 7th. To the plate. Grounded weakly to second. This will be interesting. They go to second for 1, back to first, not in time. 2 down. Jimenez will step in. Lions down to their last out. Dakota Ponder all the way, as has been Haley Lavender, who's standing at first base. Actually, Lavender not at first base. She was retired at second. Pitch fouled at the plate. Lavender's in the dugout, but she's gone away. Ponder. Enestrosa back to first. Enes Weiss. Ground ball to shortstop. Throw to first in time to get him. Nice play at short by Kakal, and that will do it. Quartz Hill has taken things here. Win the game 9-2. They scored 3 runs in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. Actually, it was 4-6. So win away 9-2. Big hit of the day, Jalissa Lopez had a home run and a double, 2 RBIs. And, of course, going all the way, getting the win, Dakota Ponder. Once again, thanks to our crew. They're getting set up for post-game interviews. Stephen will be interviewing the coach of Eastside, Joe Leo, Annabelle Vo, and Jen Segway, doing their best to bring you the action. Hope you enjoyed it. This is L28. We'll be back with post-game interviews after this extended timeout. Final score, Quartz Hill wins 9-2 over the Lions.
see the team work together as one unit in order to make things happen on the field?
I think it's just really important to see the team work together, and I think that's what's going to bring our success. Yeah.
And what are some personal achievements that you're hoping to accomplish this season?
I really hope that we make it to playoffs and go to CIF, because I think that we have the capability to do it and to maybe even go higher in our Golden League standings. Yeah.
And Julia, for any incoming freshmen, any underclassmen who want to make varsity, whether it's softball, track and field soccer, what would you tell them that you have to have as an athlete?
I think you really just have to be coachable and just have to adjust to what your coaches tell you and just be willing to understand and listen to what the coaches have to say.
Well, Julia, thank you so much for your time and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Guys, don't go anywhere. Coming up, we have the varsity head coach, and he's actually right on here. Get in here, coach. All right, coach, wasn't the most favorable outcome, but the girls really woke up during that 6th inning. What did it mean to kind of see that fire come back to life?
It was important. I just explained to them right now. The first 4.5 innings, we played well. And then we made a few mental errors, and we kind of got down on ourselves. But like you said, the 6th inning, they came back to life, so that was really important.
Now, Coach, as you look forward to the rest of the season, what are some of the things that you think the girls can improve on?
Pretty much their confidence. Good teams like Quartz, Highland, they get down on themselves. But once they know they can play with them, they pick themselves back up. So throughout the rest of the season, if we can keep our confidence up, I think we'll be all right.
And Coach, do you have any closing thoughts you want to share?
Yeah, just keep it going. We started the season off well. We knew this would be a tough stretch, like I said, with Quartz and Highland, but it prepares us for playoffs. So we're looking forward to the second half of the season.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time and good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you for coming out.
Guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to be speaking with the Quartz Hill Royals coming up in just a couple minutes. Keep it locked into L28 Sports. Guys, we are back with Dakota. She's the varsity pitcher for the Quartz Hill Royals. Now, Dakota, what an arm, what a game. I mean, incredible, all of the outs, how do you do that? How do you mentally prepare for a game like today?
I mean, I've been pitching for 11 years now, so it's kind of just routine for me at this point.
And Dakota, what was the most impressive part of the game for you? Was it seeing the outfield working well together, seeing the batters hit the ball so far out? What did you take away from today?
I think our hitting did pretty well today. It's not our best outcome, but we did pretty well facing the pitcher.
Now, Dakota, pitching for 11 years, being on varsity, do you have any words of advice or encouragement for anyone who's watching at home looking to work on their pitching?
Put the work in, put practice in. Don't let nerves get to you. Just do your thing.
And Dakota, do you have any closing thoughts you'd like to share?
No, I do not know.
Well, Dakota, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on this victory, and we look forward to following you for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Guys, don't go anywhere. We have Quartz Hill's head coach coming up right after this. Machine, no matter how well it works, always needs a little bit of maintenance. Again, the girls played a really dominant game today. How do you think they can improve even further?
We just need to clean up a few things, get some of the pop-ups, get rid of those. We really work on driving the ball, keeping the ball low off the bat. It's kind of, when you play in the wind out here in the Antelope Valley, you got to keep the ball out of the air because the wind will do anything with it, and most of the time it doesn't benefit the hitter. So, we'll work on some of that, but we've got a couple games coming up before we can get back to the practice field, so we're just going to kind of have to to make adjustments on the fly at this point.
And Coach, do you have any closing thoughts you'd like to share?
Just real proud of the girls. They're practicing real hard. They're playing real hard. They've set the bar in their expectations for themselves. It's kind of nice to watch that, you know, they're on themselves, but yet they're super supportive of each other, and you know, they're just constantly trying to reach that expectation level. And you know, we work on a few things with them, but for the most part, they know what they need to take care of.
Well, Coach, congratulations on your victory here today, and we look forward to following you for the rest of the season.
All right, thank you very much.
Of course.
All right, thank you.
Guys, you can keep it locked into L28 Sports by subscribing to the City of Lancaster's YouTube channel at City of Lancaster CA. Click that notification bell to receive a notification every time a new live stream begins. I'm in the wind. Guys, stay safe in the wind, stay warm, stay cool, stay hydrated, and we'll see you in the next one.
You're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirit Zone!